What's going on, champs and champettes? It's FireMonkey here, and we are currently in the launch of Fortnite OG, and you're seeing a lot of interesting stuff, such as, one, me not being alone. In the bottom right of the screen, you're seeing someone's PNG tuber model or whatever else, W1Q, but this entire video is being live streamed right now on Twitch and YouTube as we showcase all of the brand new cosmetics added to the game in Chapter Fortnite OG, I guess. I'll be going through the entire battle pass as well as all the cosmetics in your locker, so I feel like we have to start it off with the locker itself. And, you know, feel free to give your reviews as well, W1Q if you want to. No, it doesn't have to just be being like, oh, that's cool, that's cool. But we start off with Omega Rock right here with different emissive variants for both the normal version and the Harbinger armor variant, and the loading animation is a little bit different now for skins, so keep that in mind. But we have the main variant right here, and then we have the armor variant. As you can see, both of them have their own little themes and decals going on here. Then we have the colors, so we have blue, we have red. There's what it looks like in that variant. This is what it looks like without that variant. Keep in mind the hair is going to stay the same regardless. That's a little bit of a weird thing, but something they ended up doing. There's the green variant right there. This is it with normal Omega Rock. As you can see right there, it has like green eyes and everything. We have the purple version right here with the normal version. We have the non-helmet version as well, you know, the non-armored version. And I know the music pack in the background's a little annoying. I'll turn it off in a second. But we also have the orange version right here with that and that being enabled as well. Now, in terms of the music packs, I guess I'm gonna mention this real quick. We have Welcome to the Split Show, and then the Rio G, which is completely muted if you have copyrighted audio disabled, because it is copyrighted. It's actually made in collaboration with Metro Boomin, so keep that enabled. But next up, we have to talk about Spectra Night. This skin has a lot of customization options, being different patterns, different helmets, and even, you know, little things here and there, like helmet patterns to go on top of everything. So if we actually go down here, some of the helmet patterns you can see is basically, actually, it looks like it goes on the actual, okay, no, it's just the helmet itself. You can see how the different patterns change, how the coloring and everything else works on the actual helmet. But of course, you have those options available to you, and you can mix and match them with all the different helmets down here as well. So you have the warrior pattern, you have yourself the protector pattern, you have yourself the defender pattern, and the challenger pattern. And as we go through each of these, you can see them on all the different pattern options, such as challenger, defender, you know, some slight little differences here and there between all of them. But overall, you know, some pretty interesting combinations you're able to make. And I mean, it's a very customizable skin for the options available here. Definitely, you know, since they have different patterns you can mix and match, I can definitely see some people making this their main skin or comboing it around with other things. And I see people over on Twitch saying I'm yapping about it. Listen, it's this is how I do all the content updates or whatever, right? You know, there's a little bit of a weird aspect going on here. What? Yeah, it is.
It's very beautiful.
Yeah, thank you. See, W1Q agrees with it. We have different body patterns here as well, so you can see the different like designs and stuff going on. And then if we go over to colors, you can see how we have the primary color, which actually changes like the main front part of the outfit, I would say, or I guess like the bottom. Yeah, you can definitely see it right there, right? As we go down to some of the other colors that kind of contrast a little bit differently, you can actually see how it changes stuff. You got yellow, got yourself that color. What even is that? Tapue or whatever. You get yourself orange, then you get yourself this like iridescent color. You get yourself a galaxy theme. I love galaxy themed cosmetics, and an ice themed version as well. And then you have the same thing down here, you know, all the different color options you're able to pick from. And like if you wanted to go like an all black night, that is an option for you. You still have a little bit of like a gold trim on the outfit though, so just keep that in mind. We can go ahead and show off some of the other colors real quickly. I see people over on the YouTube chat calling this mommy. I would love to know over on the people watching the YouTube video version, not the stream, is this skin mommy, I guess?
Agree.
Oh God. Man. Okay, and then you can see some of the combinations there, and you are able to actually change the trim colors, as we can see down here. So like you don't have option to like do certain trim colors or whatever, so you can't go like fully black, but you have options on, for example, changing the crystal. So if you wanted like a red crystal, you can put that on the skin and everything. See how it works there. If you wanted the actual trim to be like green or something, that's available to you. So for example, if you want like a full green combo, let's see if we can go ahead and make that real quickly here. It's not going to be exactly fully green like you might want it to be, but you can definitely do like this could be a makeshift Moss Legend skin if you really wanted it to be. But there's a lot of options and combinations you're actually able to do here, and I'm interested to see what some of the combos are going to be. We have 11, which is a part of the upcoming Stranger Things collaboration. As you can see, there's like the main skin variant, but it also has a few other variants as well. We have the Hawkins Lab variant right here, and you know, it's definitely interesting. I'm not really someone who's like paid too much attention to Stranger Things, so I don't know that much about it, but it's interesting to see how we have a Stranger Things collaboration happening in the game, and how even the old old cosmetics being Demogorgon and Chief Hopper will be returning, but you know, if you're curious what it looked like, that's definitely one of the things to be excited for. And as you may have noticed in the bottom right, it says it's introduced in Chapter Fortnite OG, Season Fortnite OG. It's a little weird, but hey, it's whatever it is. We have Fish Stick right here, or I guess Fish Drift right here, I would say, which has an effects variant where you're able to turn the effects on or off, and all that really does is, you know, enables or disables the lightning around the skin. This will be sold in a real money bundle, same with the other two drift skins we actually showcase in this video, so just keep that in mind. Next up, we have a Little Split with a lot of different variants and a cool little, like, you know, thumbs up little idle pose right there for you to see. In terms of the styles, you got yourself normal Little Split, Strawberry Little Split, Maca Little Split, which, by the way, green best color out there, I'm just saying right now, and Hot Fudge Little Split. But on top of that, you have the option to enable or disable headphones, which also get variants depending on which version of the main style you have equipped. And you have Shutter Shades, which actually get those variants as well. So you can have your character just fully drift out. You can take the headphones off if you don't want it, but keep the shades on. A lot of options here and there. And I know some people are like, you said it wrong or whatever, the Maca or whatever else, but hey, it is what it is. We have Raven Team Leader, which is a item shop cosmetic. As you can see, it has this variant right here, which is the main Raven variant of the skin, but then it also has like a cuddly variant as well to match the more cuddle Team Leader aesthetic, while still keeping that Raven Team Leader new design going on with the skin itself. Really cool to see these fusion skins being added to the game. Next up, we have Renegade Lynx, which is in the Battle Pass. I know some people were asking me if you could disable the tell on the skin. That is not an option for you, and you know, I'm sorry for people who wanted the option. Sorry for the person over on YouTube who sent €5 just to say that green is a disgusting color. You know, it is what it is, okay? But you have the main three variants here: Renegade Lynx, you have yourself Dark Storm, and Magmatic. You also have the options to have glasses up, have glasses down, which also have different effects depending on the variant you have equipped, and an option to have a whole entire Storm mask, which, as you can see right there, has different variants once again, depending on which version of the skin you actually have equipped. But it is very interesting. I definitely think I will rock, like, you know, this, for example, if I was to actually use a skin. And I mean, even the tell in the back actually changes a little bit to match the different variants you have equipped. Next up, we have Rift Strider Drift, which is a interesting version of Drift. I'm not really for sure what this is a fusion of. Maybe people in the chat could tell me, but you know, it is interesting to see this whole entire combination existing. We also have the option to turn the effects on and off with the skin. And let's see real quick. A Red Striker, apparently, according to Coffee over on Twitch. Thank you for that. But yeah, it's one of the new skins also in the bundle. And then we have Skull Drifter, which is of course Skull Trooper mixed with Drift. You know, it has the actual hood and everything. From the back, you could just think it's kind of like normal Drift or whatever. And you also have the option to disable the effects, which also disables the eye glow right there. So keep that in mind. The eyes won't be as glowy when you have effects disabled, but it's one of the options available for you. We have the Diller, which is actually the NPCs now going to be enabled in the item shop that we'll be able to purchase. Has the option to enable or disable reactivity. The reactivity just kind of makes the whole entire like suit glow, as you can see right there. I assume that's whenever you deal damage or whatever else, or get an elimination. You also have different variants of the skin, being the Diamonds Dealer, the Hearts Dealer, you have the Clubs Dealer, which this one with the activity gets a blue glow. You get a Spades Dealer, which also will have the blue glow as well, and then of course you have the Commanding Card, which has a blue glow. So you know, you have two red glows and then mainly blue glows for the rest of them, but it is cool to see how these cosmetics are going to end up being skins in the game after they were NPCs. We have Bright Hunter right here, which doesn't have any variants or anything, but it is a nice little remix skin to see, which has a description of Hunt on the bright side. And then of course we have an aura mixed with Rex called Sora, which protects the past in style. Overall, these are a lot of pretty decent cosmetics to see added in the past, and I'm pretty excited for all of them overall, right? Now, when it comes to the actual backblings and stuff, for all the Omega Harbinger set cosmetics, they have emission options. So you can have your Omega light colors or whatever, even if you didn't get them back then, on this Omega reskin, you know, fusion hybrid skin, on the pickaxe, on the glider, on the backbling, and the skin itself. And of course, this is just going to change the glow a little bit here and there, but of course that's something to keep in mind. For the Spectra Protector backbling, you'll have a lot of options to change, you know, like the colors, the trims and everything. You can go galactic and all that type of stuff over on like the secondary color, the primary color. And I mean, if we go over here and choose the ice one, you can see what the secondary color is. The trim color can be changed, and of course you can change the crystal color, which also changes the color of the actual banner that shows up on the back bling. It will show whatever your equipped back bling banner is, so just keep that in mind. We have the Atlantean Jug back bling right here for one of the drift skins, the like fish drift skin. We have the Brutal Bow back bling with this variant, you know, of the cuddly version or whatever. Pretty interesting bow to see in the game. We have ourselves the red Rift Cage back bling, which has a little bit of an opening animation. I don't know if it like will close and reopen, but of course, you know, when you first see it, it does open up, so maybe the animation loops somewhere in here and there. The Renegade Rust Cat back bling right here, you know, a pretty interesting little like rusty back bling. I guess you could call it a pet if people wanted pets back in the game, but it is just a back bling at the end of the day with two variants. It doesn't have a molten variant at all, so keep that in mind. We have the Strider's Hard Shell back bling, you know, nothing really too crazy to mention here. You know, I'm just kind of go through these a little bit quickly. The Waffle Extravaganza, because we have a lot to talk about, right? This is part of the Stranger Things collaboration. Hopper's Cabin Diorama right here, which is one of the new back blings. I have to kind of like stay this area so we can actually view it up close. There we go. There's that one. And then we have the upside down variant for it as well, which has a nice little effect going on with it. Is he speaking all this in a single breath? Yes, I am. We have the card case back bling as well, with the option to turn reactivity on and off. With reactivity off, it just kind of stays there in the middle. With it on, it looks like it kind of like jumps around a little bit. I'm not for sure what to really make of it, but you know, it's reactive. Oh, it will count your kills. As you can see, 2, 3, 4. I assume as we watch it, it'll keep going up all the way up to like an ace or something like that, but it does count your kills, which is a little bit of an interesting thing to see. You can enable or disable the reactivity if you want it or not though. So, you know, hey, you get a back bling that's also a little bit of a kill tracker. Do we want to sit here and watch it go all the way up to 10 and beyond that? You guys want to just sit here and wait a moment? And yeah, I know people over on YouTube, once again, this was live streamed and it's also live streamed on YouTube as well, but we wanted to make a video out of it as well. So here, we will sit here and watch the back bling go up to see how high it actually goes. I know some people were saying no, some people are saying yes though. So we're over here at 7, we're about to hit 8, and of course, you know, this will be the same for all the different back blings. It just changes color depending on which one you use. You go to 9, then you hit 10. I don't think it will go to 11. It might do, oh, okay, we get Joker, and I assume it will be Queen and then King, and it might loop back to Ace afterwards. Let's see what happens after we get to King. Does it loop back to Ace? Yep, it loops back to normal. So it looks like the highest you can go is all the way up there to King. We have the Claws Retro back bling, which I am excited for because I love crane machines. If anyone knows anything about me, I want to go to Japan just to mess with their crane machines. So hopefully this one actually releases. I'm not for sure what the source of it is, but it is kind of there for you to enjoy. We have the Pilly Whip back bling right here with unlockable styles, being the Maca or Matcha, whatever, Pilly Whip variant. And then, of course, the Hot Fudge variant. There isn't the Strawberry variant in this because, you know, it's whatever it is. And then we have Ranker's Tag as a back bling. This is actually the ranked reward for this season that you get for doing one quest in ranked mode. So you just play one ranked match, do a quest, boom, you already got the back bling. You don't have to worry about it. There's some spray and loading screen rewards you can get from other on, but it's nothing you have to really focus on. Now for the pickaxes, we start off with Spectra Night's pickaxe, which of course has, you know, more variants as well. You can go ahead and change the handle, give it like a galaxy effect, an ice effect, an iridescent effect. You can change the trim color. Now sadly, it appears that the only has like one main color option, and you can change the actual crystal color, right? So if you want to go ahead and do something like this, that's available to you. You want to go ahead and have more of like an icy themed combo. You can't really do that too well with like the trim, but you can get somewhat there. Where does the trim actually affect? Okay, that's where the trim affects. Got it. So you can go ahead and do a little bit of an ice combo here. As you can see, you can get a little bit of a thing going on there, but you know, a lot of options here and there. For the Winter's Onslaught pickaxe, like I mentioned, we got color variants. You have Omega Light variants for the pickaxe as well. It's not like the old one where it was only red. No, the options are there for you to use it. So keep that in mind. It's hype, right? So we'll go ahead and also... Purple. Yeah, we'll go ahead and also play the little hit animation sounds for you guys to hear it real quickly. And if we actually switch one of the color variants, is it going to also change the hit color? It does change the hit color. All right, keep that in mind. The hit color does change, and yes, these are 2 legendary pickaxes. So if we go like completely random color, like let's go red, or I guess, yeah, red crystal for this as well. Will it change this hit color, or is it going to be blue still? It changes the hit color on that as well. So that is going to be a lot of clean stuff to see. We have the Iron Shadow Claws pickaxe, which I love these like glove pickaxes. They're so cool to see in the game. And of course you have a cuddly variant of it as well. Oh my god, I just stumbled over my words. But overall, you know, some decent combinations going on here and there. We have the Scratch Mark Shredder pickaxe, which 2 variants, just Dark Storm and the normal one. When you hit it, you know, swing and everything, it has a little bit of a hit effect there. We can go ahead and try the other variant as well. Actually, I can't. Oh, I think I did. Yeah, it has the same hit effect and everything. We have the Atlantean Trident pickaxe right here with some nice little electric drift hit effects. Get ourselves the Down Card Protector pickaxe. You know, it's going to have little different effects depending on the actual version of the skin you have equipped, which of course we have to kind of like equip it and then back out and everything. As you can see there, you get the hard effect. If we go over here to the clubs, it should be a white hit effect as well. Oh, hold on. Yep, as you see there, it has a little white clubs hit effect. Go over here to spades. We're going to be able to see another hit effect. Well, I think it's really cool when they update the hit effects as well, right? You know, when they actually give it these extra little flares, it just feels really cool to see. And then I wonder what they're going to do for the eclipsed variant, since that's just kind of like a blue circle. Okay, it is just kind of like a blue oval as well. We have the Nanner Bashers with unlockable styles. It's just some dripping ice cream, right? It's ice cream that's melted. I'm sorry if you wanted it, but it's just melty, right? You have a little hit effects for all the variants as well. And then we go over here to Hot Fudge, if you want to see those variants as well. There it is, of course. And then we're going to be going over to non-variant versions of pickaxes. We get ourselves the Skull Scythe pickaxe, which has a little bit of like a skull at the front of the scythe, but of course matches the whole entire drift theme. We go over here to the Strider Slicers. Has an interesting little drift theme as well. That one has a little like effect that goes out in a little bit of a radius. We have the Stranger Things Eddie's Spear pickaxe, which actually has a little bit of a spear animation, of course, because it's a spear. We have ourselves the Night Treachery pickaxe, which is actually a free reward from Reboot Rally this season. And we have Steve's Bat, which is another Stranger Things pickaxe for you to actually enjoy in the game, which I guess we can go ahead and equip that. But in terms of everything, yeah, there's a lot of pickaxe variants and all that type of stuff. Go over here to gliders. We have the Frostburn glider, which is a part of the Omega set, which of course has emissive light colors as well. You know, it's really cool to see how they did it and gave all these different color variants to the actual glider and, you know, the whole entire set, to be honest, instead of just doing the skin. You can see how it looks in like purple, orange, all those different colors, but it looks pretty solid overall, looks pretty clean. We have ourselves a Raiders Wayfarer, which is another Battle Pass cosmetic. As you can see, there's like the normal version, there's the Dark Storm Raiders version. And, you know, just a lot of decent cosmetic themes overall. We have the Sunday Glider, which looks pretty clean. It doesn't have any like sound effects like the old Sunday Glider did or whatever else, but still, it's a nice glider to have in the game. And of course, you have different variants for the matcha or matka, however you say it, and the hot fudge. There isn't a strawberry variant for the glider or the back bling or the pickaxes, so, you know, a little bit of a thing there. Just, you know, I guess strawberry just isn't the fun variant for them to mess with.
Sad.
We have the Timebrella, which interesting thing about the Timebrella, if you can't really see it too well, but it mentions May 4th, 2024 on it, and it also mentions a date in like 2068. But this is the umbrella you get after getting one win, and then you get the Competitor's Timebrella from one of the upcoming ranked cups in the future, which is pretty much the exact same thing as the normal Timebrella. However, it will show your ranked division. So if you're on real rank, if you're Diamond, Platinum, it will show that on this, and it will be stuck to whatever your highest division was at the end of this season. Now, for the contrails, we only have 3 this time. We have ourselves the Desert Dropper contrail right here. A little bit of an interesting effect going on, you know, little serves, little, like, I guess, squeeze things? Oh, I don't know, whatever you want to call them. We have the Raging Rock contrail, which also has light color variants as well. If you wanted to actually mess with that a little bit, you can have like a green flame, red flame, blue flame, purple flame type of thing going on with these little like bones coming out from behind it. So, you know, it's really nice to see that we have all these different variants. And then for Shardfall, we have a lot of variant options as well. Light blue, we got blue, dark blue, purple, pink, red, teal, green, acid green, yellow, orange. I guess I went through yellow real fast. There you go. Orange and orange red for some reason. But you have a lot of variants to actually use for the different contrails. So even though we didn't get a lot, it's nice to see they're still here. Now for the emotes, we have a little longboat, which is a traversal emote, as you can see right here. It has a nice little animation that reminds you of the old days of the Fortnite trailers, doing the little point out little emote and everything else. But, you know, it's nice to see that we're getting these cool little traversal emotes in the game. The next one we have right here is Do the Split, which is it's an emote. What do you think about it, W1Q?
Wild.
Do I let it fully play? Like, do I just let it fully play through at this point?
I mean, she got moves.
Yeah, true. Next up, we have Flashback Breakdown, which is a lot of old emotes remixed together and everything. I mean, just look at this.
Now that's an emote.
Yeah.
The best emote. God.
All three of the emotes we've shown so far are Battle Pass. The next one will be an item shop emote. And then next up, we have the Catling Gun, which is an item shop emote, and it shoots heart bubbles. I don't really know what to say about this one. You know, it definitely is. It's an emote, but yeah, you can have like a robotic Catling Gun, which I think in the files the cat actually has a name. Maybe I'll tweet about it later if I'm bored. Next up, we have the Doze Dab emote, which is kind of like a yawn that transforms itself into a dab. That is in the Battle Pass. Down here, we have the Telekinetic Power Breakfast, which is an item shop emote for the Stranger Things collaboration. You can see it right there. It does a little, like, you know, waffle sad face and then a smiley face, and all drops to the ground. Now, over here, we have some unfinished emotes. They're 2-player synced emotes, but they don't really do anything, so you just kind of get like this awkward like snap stare at your face whenever you try viewing. Oh, except for, okay, that's just the sweet candy emote again. All right, that one was re-added for some reason. But for sprays, we have Unstoppable Renegade, we have ourselves Raven Team Competitor, we have ourselves the Renegade River, we have ourselves Knight's Honor, we got ourselves over here Harbinger of Victory, we have the Determined Renegade, the Little Split, the Omega Rock Grin, and then Split Happens. For emoticons, we have the animated Renegade's Hard Eyes emoticon, you know, just little hard eyes popping out. The Sprinkling animated emoticon right there, which is a little bit of like a wink happening. We have the non-animated Missiles Away emoticon from Ranked. We have the non-animated On Target emoticon from Ranked. We have the Infernal GG emoticon from or I guess Reboot Rally, I should say. The Harbinger's Helm emoticon, which is animated from the Battle Pass, of course. And then we have another Ranked emoticon right here. So overall, a lot of emotes, a lot of stuff going on there. For the actual wraps and everything, we'll just do a quick little overview. We don't have any wrap color variants, sadly, because they don't really do variants on wraps, even though they really should. But we have the Harbinger wrap right there, or I guess the final Harbinger. We have the Kinetic, I don't know, I can't say it. People are just going to cringe at me over there. But it is one of the wraps going on. We have a Refer Friend Burning Dragon wrap. We have the Just Desserts wrap right here. We have ourselves the Reactive wrap for King of Clubs. And all of these I can't actually activate the reactivity on. But of course you can kind of see it. We have King of Diamonds. We have the King of Hearts. We have the King of Spades. And then we have the Reactive Raiders Return wrap. Now for some reason I can actually make this one actually interact. And you can see the glow there. But on the other ones, the preview option just kind of isn't there. All I can do is favorite it. So a little bit of a bug on Epic Games side. For loading screens, we have the Battle Blueprint loading screen, as you can see right here. Nice design and everything going on. We have the Darkstorm Renegade Lynx loading screen. We have the Harbinger Armor Omega Rock loading screen. And a lot of these loading screens are actually references to the old days of Fortnite. This is the little split emoticon, or loading screen, my bad. Next up, we have ourselves the oh my god, you guys are gonna, the word right there, little split. They have a little bit of a loading screen for it. People are going to be mad at me however I say it, right? Next up, we have the OG Homecoming loading screen. We have the Omega Rock loading screen right here. We have the Renegade Lynx loading screen. And, of course, we have the Spectra Night loading screen. So that is all of the loading screens that are in the game, and that's all the cosmetics pretty much. We, of course, have the 2 music packs, the Ryo-G with Metro Boomin in it, and then, of course, Welcome to the Split Show, which is like the emote just in music pack form. So what's next, right? You've seen all the emotes and everything. Well, we have to actually talk about a few things here. Firstly, the item shop's a little bit different now. The item shop is going to be like the old version, and it's actually lagging my game a lot here, so it might crash me. Hold on. But it's going to be like the old version where it's only one tab. Now, you're not going to be able to scroll up or down, and it's a little buggy right now, but we're going back to one tab item shops, which is a little bit of an interesting thing to see them do. If you wonder how the Spectra Night tab works, you can see it right here, where you have to complete week 1 weekly quests. You do 5, you get the helmet variant, 5 on week 2, 5 on week 3, and week 4. You get different variants here and there. And then for the actual different variants here, you actually unlock them by doing weekly quests overall. So if you wanted any of these banner icons or any of the color icons and stuff, you're able to actually just get get it by either buying the pass or by doing weekly challenges. All the color options enabled by default, but the things that aren't enabled by default are banners and helmets and patterns. So just keep that in mind as everything goes on. For bonus rewards, we have 2 tabs here. We have the new split, 100 V-Bucks, Darkstorm Renegade Rustcat, so a style for the back bling, the Just Desserts wrap, another 100 V-Bucks. We have the Scratch Mark Shredder Pickaxe variant. We have the Magnetic Renegade Lynx variant. On the second page, we have 3 to-be-revealed rewards, meaning, hey, we're going to get 3 additional cosmetics in the future, and that's going to be a tweet right there, so let me go ahead and take a screenshot of that for a little bit later. But we have 3 rewards that will be revealed in a future update, most likely V27.10. For the main OG Battle Pass rewards, we have a loading screen, we have the back bling, we have ourselves a contrail, a spray, a pickaxe, we have ourselves a wrap, we have ourselves the flashback breakdown emote on page 1, and the Spectra Night skin included when you get the Battle Pass. Next up on page 2, once you reach level 5, you can go ahead and get the first 4 set of little split, being the loading screen, the music pack, the pickaxes, 100 V-Bucks, and then on level 8, you're able to get the back bling, the glider, and of course, the skin itself. On page 3, you'll be able to get more of the little split stuff, being another loading screen, a pickaxe variant, a back bling variant, and a glider variant. On level 11, which, hey, green's very early on because it's the better color. Keep that in mind.
Ew. No.
We have, when you reach level 14, you have a contrail, you get yourself 100 more V-Bucks, and you get this variant. I'm not even going to say it because I know people are going to correct me, but you get the green variant of the skin, right? And of course, you have the options for the shades and everything else, but you also get the hot fudge variant right away when you get to that tier as well, which makes me wonder.
That's good.
Oh, okay, when you get the green variant, you also get the hot fudge variant on all of these. They're granted at the exact same time, so they're combined together. So hey, you get 2 for the price of 1, I guess. As we go over here on page 18, or I guess level 18, you're able to get another 4 items. We're going to the Renegade Lynx area with a loading screen, a back bling, get ourselves a banner icon, which this is the only banner icon from the Battle Pass other than the Spectra Night ones. Get ourselves this glider right here. Once you reach level 22, you can go ahead and get yourself the reactive wrap, get 100 V-Bucks, and of course you can get the skin itself. Over on page 5, from level 26, you're able to get a loading screen, a animated emoticon, a variant for the glider, another 100 V-Bucks. Once you reach level 30, you can get Doze Dab, which is like the sleepy dab thing we showed earlier. I'm going through these quickly because we've already seen all of them. Or you get a variant for the pickaxe and a variant for the skin itself. On page 6, we get level 34 unlocks for a loading screen, a wrap, 100 V-Bucks, and an emote, which is the traversal one. Once you reach level 38, you can get a back bling, 100 more V-Bucks, and a skin. Over on page 7, which is the final page, level 42, you're able to get yourself a loading screen, a pickaxe, 100 V-Bucks, and of course a contrail. And then once you reach level 46, you're able to get the glider, you're able to get 100 more V-Bucks, and you're able to get the actual armor variant. So I know you want to know how many V-Bucks you're actually going to get from the pass and how much it costs. It costs 950 V-Bucks, and if we look in the pass itself here, we get 100 V-Bucks, 200 V-Bucks, 300 V-Bucks, 400 V-Bucks, 500, 600 V-Bucks, 700, 800 V-Bucks, 900, 1,000 V-Bucks back. So it's a shorter pass. You only get 1,000 V-Bucks, meaning you only get 50 V-Buck profit if you don't spend any of the V-Bucks you spend. But of course, you will still be able to get a return on the pass when you buy it. So keep that in mind. You won't be getting 1,500 like typically you would get, but instead you're just going to get 1,000 totally from the Battle Pass by doing all the tiers. And of course, you only got to get to tier 70 to complete everything else. And we have an interesting triple cosmetic here that's going to be revealed in a future update. So that is something to keep in mind. But with that said, hope champs and champions enjoyed today's video. If you're curious about the whole entire map menu, and go over here, as you can see right there, this is the main map for week 1. It will change weekly though, so keep that in mind. And of course, if we look in the map tab, we don't have augments, we don't have NPCs, and of course we don't have the fishing collection book, because why would we? But other than that though, that is everything you need to know regarding Fortnite OG, regarding the Battle Pass, new cosmetics, and more. Like the video if you liked it, dislike if you didn't like it, and I'll catch you guys next time with another video. Peace out.